Magandang araw sa inyo, teachers and classmates. Welcome sa aking virtual report. Today, I'm going to discuss with you the one of the essential topic in assessing their students. Yun ay ang affective traits and learning outcomes. So, throughout the discussion, you are able to understand the definition of affective by those who are cited on the topic. So, sunod po is enumerate the affective traits and their corresponding description. So, throughout the discussion, meron dun mga various traits, then corresponding dun yung description nila. So, iisa-isahin po natin sila. So, lastly, describe the elements of affective domain of the taxonomy. So, according to Han of 1995, he defined the affective traits as the wide variety of traits and disposition that are different from knowledge, reasoning, and skills. So the term affect is general in nature. Okay? It is better for teachers, he said, to use specific behavior when developing target. So, some scholar, specifically in mathematics education, define affect as motivation, dispositions, beliefs, and attitudes. So, according naman kay Anderson and Bourke of 2000, they stated that pointed out the motivation and affect may be redundant in the sense that motivation is implicit in all aspects of affect. So, yun. So, affective traits, eto na. Ito yung mga iba't ibang uri ng traits natin na ma-identify natin sa mga students. Kahit tayo, sa students, meron din tayong mga affective traits. Okay? The table below is a summary of affective traits where the most students affect involves both emotional and cognitive beliefs. This was adopted by Macmillan of 2001. So, ayan. Ayan po yung traits. There are two columns, the traits and the definition. So, in the rows, ayan po yung mga wide variety of traits. Okay, so one of the samples is the attitude, interest, value, opinions, preference, and so on. So medyo malaki, so malabo at hindi mababasa. So iisa-isa po natin. Attitude: predisposition to respond favorably or unfavorably to specified situations, concepts, objects, institution, or person. So, sunod naman is interest, personal preference for certain kind of activities. Sunod, value, importance, worth, or usefulness of mode or conduct and state of existence. So, para ditong halintulad siya sa self-esteem. Yun. Pagpapalaga. Yung merong word na worth. Okay, importance and worth. Pagpapalaga. So, opinions naman is beliefs about a specific appearance and situation. Next is the preference, desire or propensity to select one object over another. And then motivation, okay, desire and willingness to be engaged in behavior and intensity of involvement. So academic self-concept, so self-perception of competence in school and learning. Sunod is self-esteem, attitude toward oneself, degree of respect, worthiness, or desirability of self-concept. So, sunod naman is locus of control, self-perception of whether success and failure is controlled by the students or by external influences. So, emotional development, growth, change, and awareness of emotions and ability to regulate emotional expression. Social relationship, nature of interpersonal interactions and functioning in group settings. Altruism, willingness and prosperity to help others. Yun yung magandang trait sa estudyante natin. So, sunod naman is moral development. Ayan. So, attainment of ethical principles that guide decision making and behavior. So, moral is between good or bad. Good to be pursued and bad to be. Bad that has to be aware. Okay? Dapat iwasan natin. So, classroom environment, nature or appealing tone and interpersonal relationship in a class. So, yun. Lahat yun. So, last natin si classroom environment. So, lahat yun ay yung affective traits natin and their description. So, sunod naman is the affective domain of the taxonomy of the educational objective. So, according to Kratwall of 1964 as cited by Esmain of 2011, affective domain describe learning objectives that emphasize a feeling, tone, emotion, or degree of acceptance or rejection. Affective objectives vary from simple attention to selected phenomena to complex. Meaning to say that simple attention, tapos over time nagiging siyang complex. Okay? Ang affective domain. But internally, with consistent qualities of character and conscience, we found a large number of such objectives in the literature expressed as interest, attitudes, appreciations, values, and emotional sets or biases. So, those are that I mentioned is the affective domain. Yun. So, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig ng aking report. Mabuhay po kayo.